Good evening, Belizeans at home and abroad. I'm Shane Williams. Thanks for joining us. This week, we're taking you back onto the fields and on the open roads for the biggest moment in cycling, football, and softball in this edition of Sports Monday. Cupid traded arrows for aero helmets on Sunday as the Cycling Federation of Belize rolled out its 2026 Valentine cycling race. The annual event took off at 9 a.m. from in front of Hody's Place in San Ignacio, sending riders across the George Price Highway in 3 thrilling races: Open Elite and Masters, Junior and Youth, and Open Women. The marquee 65-mile ride to Benquevejo del Carmen delivered a strong showing from the pros, but it all came down to a sprint for the finish that delivered redemption for Henry Moreira of Anthony Mahler's Digi Alliance, who was outclassed by Brandon Catus and others in a similar sprint for their New Year's race. Caden Sutherland of G-Flow Cycling sprinted in for second, followed by James Alford of Phoenix Cycling Team in third, and Brandon Catus of Running Rebels battled cramps to finish fourth after a competitive push to the line.
When Bob gone again before 6 Mile Bridge, Alford managed to chase her, and he bring her back and he stayed on the front. One time he catch Bob and they continue push, and I realized that he pull off and everybody pull off, so I said that be my chance where I go, because I did like 500 yards from the line, so I said I know never, and I just move, and when I make the attempt for gun, I say everybody second guess who want chase, and I just pick up the momentum and I just hold it all the way to the line now, so I have to give God thanks now for giving me the health and strength.
In the women's 42-mile race heading east to Old Belize, Patricia Chavarria of Chavarria Cycling Team captured first place with a determined ride. Leanne Chota of Troyer Treat Cycling Team secured second, while Gabriel Lovell of Lovell Team rounded out the podium in third. In the men's junior division, Jamal Tablada of Griga Cycling Team rode to victory, followed by Kian Tench in second and Kyran Budram of Rolling Shutters in third. For the women's junior race, Leanne Chota again found the podium's top step, taking first ahead of Chelsea Gillett of Top Flight Cycling. Henry Moreira doubled up on Valentine's glory, also taking first in the Masters category. Brandon Catus of Running Rebels finished second, and Kent Bob Gabriel of SPD Cycling Team claimed third. From San Ignacio to Western Border and down to the coast, the Valentine's race once again proved that cycling fans got their fair share of heart-pounding action this February. It was a football frenzy in Belize City on Sunday as the Belize District Football Association's 3K incentive matches lived up to the hype, giving fans some family-friendly action, rivalry drama, and standout performances across both games at Marian Jones Stadium. In one of the most exciting matches the city have seen in a while, Cesar Ridge FC edged past Reggae Boys FC in a tight battle of undefeated First Division clubs. Clayton Fitzgibbon of Cesar Ridge opened the scoring in the 19th minute. Albert Davis pulled one back for Reggae Boys in the 45th minute. But Dimitri Augustine delivered the tiebreaker in the second half at minute 67, ensuring the victory for Cesar Ridge FC. Despite being close on the scoreboard, Cesar Ridge showed composure under pressure to hold on for a victory and move closer to a chance at 3K in a future match. The big match of the day, the El Clasico, featured classic rivalry vibes between two of the division's most decorated clubs. Tut Bay FC and Kelly Street faced off for $3,000 in cash. Calvin Thornton found the back of the net for Tut Bay to go ahead in the 31st minute. Then, in the final minutes of the game, Kelly Street couldn't hold off Tut Bay's late push, with Esmond Sanlier scoring in the 89th minute to put any hopes of an equalizer to rest. With this win, Tut Bay takes home the 3,000 and bragging rights as the best of the city. Primary school football action also continued today at Berger Field, with several competitive matchups. In the female division, St. Martin's de Porres earned a 1-0 victory over Wesley Upper Methodist School. In the male division, Wesley Upper Methodist avenged their girls with a commanding 8-2 win over St. Martin de Porres boys. Meanwhile, Belize Elementary School edged St. John Vianney School 2-1 in another boys contest. In softball news, the official 2026 softball calendar opened with the Belize City Interoffice 6-team opening marathon at their new home in Sand Hill. Though the venue had to be changed due to planned construction at Rogers Stadium, it was still the Whole Redeemer Credit Union showing that they are the team to beat, with a 17-12 victory over BEL Power Sockets in the championship match. In Rancho Dolores, we say a big congratulations to surprise cricket team of Lemonal Village. After a long wait to finish the 2025 National Cricket Association's tournament, Surprise earned a decisive win, batting 186 for 3 in 20 overs to overcome their opponents Doublehead Cabbage Armstrong, who batted 85 all out. In basketball news, final preparations are being made for the grand return of the National Elite Basketball League this Friday at the Belize Civic Center. The first game tips off at 7:30 p.m. as San Pedro Tiger Sharks host Cayo Western Ballers. Then the main event will feature Belize City Defenders hosting Orange Walk Running Rebels. But the league will be without the steady guidance of operations manager Karim Juan, who was responsible to get the tournament started and announced his resignation today.
So from mid-January until now, I was simply asked to come on to ensure that everything was in order, to ensure that the website is up, that rosters are in, that all the logistics are in place, that we have teams from all the different municipalities. So my quote-unquote resignation was not so much a resignation as it was a completion of my responsibilities and what I was being asked to do from the league.
Well, that's all we have for you this week. Until next time, I'm Shane Williams, reminding you all that friendly competition unites and balling is life. So, keep balling, Belize.